Hey, I want to share with you something that was coming up for me in adoration today, and it has to do with Romans, St. Paul's letter to the Romans. I've been reading that a lot this last few weeks in preparation for this Hope Retreat coming up in December, and the first thing that really surprised me is how dry and complicated it is. That I read it the first time and I just don't even understand it for the most part. But also, the more that I stay with it, the more beautiful that it becomes. And today, I was thinking in adoration about the person of St. Paul, that this is a person on fire for God, that he can't help but proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ, and that he's going around the world to tell people about this. So when I'm reading his letter, it can just feel dry and complex and kind of boring, and I don't really get how this is relevant to me. But the St. Paul that's writing it is on fire. He's so excited to tell you what he's discovering in his relationship with God. And I think even being able to look at the letter from that perspective of his excitement is so helpful for us. That if we could just translate his words into our words and be excited about it, it might be something we'd want to tell our own friends. So I've been specifically focusing on Romans 5, and so I'm going to try that with you and see how it goes. If it's too embarrassing, I'll just do a new video like I've done a few times. But I really want to share this with you because it was something that came up in my heart, and just immediately something switched in me about my relationship with St. Paul here. So St. Paul starts out basically saying, hey, I found peace. I finally found peace. How many people in your life are looking for peace? I found it. And I found it through this person, Jesus Christ, who's given me access to the grace of God that I was missing before. And now I even have hope of sharing God's glory. Like, imagine all the little glories that you lust after in this life, but then think of God's glory, that we can now have hope of sharing his glory. And not only that, but our sufferings now, because I know you're suffering, but our suffering isn't worthless. It's not pointless. It's building you up. It's building your perseverance, and it's shaping who you are so that you have even more hope in God. And he's sustaining you, and he will never disappoint you because he's already given you his love. And how has he given us his love? He's given us his love through his own son who died for us. For you. That's how much he wanted to show you his love. That's the way that he wanted to give you his love. He didn't want to hold back at all. And he did that when we were so messed up. When we were turned against him. When we hated God. When we hated each other. That's when he came to take good care of us. That's when he came to teach us. That's when he came to die for us and prove his love. Not when we were great. Not when we had already fixed ourselves. We didn't call God down from heaven by fixing ourselves, but by just being messed up and needing him. And he came. And through his death, we can reach life. We can have life again. Don't you want life? And we can reach towards glory, God's glory, here in this world and then in heaven forever. So please, join us. Join us in celebrating the Son of God, Jesus Christ, and believing in him. Come and see. Come and see his love. He's still now trying to prove his love to you, trying to regain your love. So join us. There's a way to find peace. There's a way that your suffering matters. Come and see.